Hello, welcome to the Storyboard Show, the show where we like to discuss stories and we like to look at how they can help us in business. My name's Iain Thompson. With me this week again is...
It's John Gilbert.
And we're here for part 2 of Stranger Things. And John, I believe you've got some stories for us today.
Yeah, so where do I start? So I used to have might have even discussed this on the Storyboard Show before. I used to have a bucket list of creative things that I wanted to do, but get paid by a client to do.
I think we have discussed this before.
Yeah, I think we have discussed this before. And one of the things on there was to make a rap music video. Okay, so bear in mind that's a bit of context. So imagine my delight as a creative marketer being given the ultimate brief. I mean, we've been asked to do many things before. This one comes along. Can you promote car parking spaces in our shopping centre over the summer? I mean, that's just like, it's a creative marketer's dream.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and we were given a very small budget.
Walking home, jumping up and clicking your heels.
I know, I was just like, oh, yeah, it was like something out of La La Land, as I was just like, it was like, yeah, I was just bringing it to, perhaps being a little bit facetious right now, but it wasn't, it was a pretty dry topic and so on. But we would take that and think, right, okay, what is our product is a piece of, I don't know, 9 foot by 4 foot concrete that you can park in for a limited period of time.
At a price.
At a price over the summer months as well. So we went back to the office and said, look, this isn't the most exciting thing. But what could we do that's a little bit more creative, a little bit different? So our approach to this was 2 things. Now, one I'm going to mention very briefly, and one I'm going to expand upon. The one I'm going to mention very briefly was that this was 7 years ago, so kind of 2000 and maybe 11, 12 it was. And we ran a social media campaign where we created a superhero called Captain Parking. Now, Captain Parking was mainly Twitter-based, and he had the unique special power of the ability to discount car parking over the summer period.
Kapow!
Yeah, so that was... You can see a facetious tone adapting throughout this show here as well, but we had some quite good fun with that, and he would interact with other kind of local Twitter channels and other superheroes as well, and Superman or Batman or whatever had been set up as a Twitter account, and
Brilliant.
they'd be bragging.
Were they
about
not
it.
already?
So, no, we didn't create. No, we just did Captain Parking. No, I mean like other ones that other people, fans had made up and stuff like that, and just had that kind of bit of banter and so on like there as well. And Captain Parking would have kapow! Parking's only £2.50 for a 4-hour period over summer, and he was quite repetitive with his.
Imagine, yeah.
But anyway, it was a bit of fun, and it got some attention that you wouldn't normally get by just using the corporate shopping centre's Twitter handle for something like that as well. But that was a small part of it. The other element of it was that I pitched the idea, and I'm talking very low budget here, of us making a rap music video where the subject matter
was... The dream.
Yeah, the dream. But we were rapping about the car park and the shopping centre and so on like that. So we worked with a local comedian who we'd worked with before, who was very bold, who went out with a crew of 1 camera, a very low budget kind of backing track, and put a music video together, just 90 seconds, in which he rapped about a great deal for parking, and he name-checked the different shops in there as well, and the security team were good fun because they got involved in it.
It's incredible.
It is the worst, one of the worst projects I've ever been involved in terms of quality, right? It's important to mention that was deliberate, because we knew we weren't going to make a credible rap music video
about car
parking. So it was meant to be deliberately bad, because I think it's just like, this was certainly around the era where a lot of stuff was going viral because it was bad. And we knew it was bad, and you could see it was all done with a bit of a glint in the eye. So that was our product to market the car parking. It's where the bit of marketing comes in. So what we did is put it on YouTube. I then paid some people in India to make sure that we got 20,000 views on YouTube.
Everyone loves a like farm.
Yeah, that's right. You can't really do it anymore, but back then you could. And then put out a press release saying, "Oh gosh, our music video's gone viral." Right? It's not lying to the media; it's just being economical with the truth. So they would pick that up. So the whole Daily Mail ran a full. So it's like on as you open the paper, a full page about this music video and different aspects of it. But the chorus of this rap was a deal that you'll find nifty, 4 hours for £2.50, which is like
kapow.
Repeated. Which there was no kapow. We should have done that. Which is repeated and repeated and repeated throughout the piece. So I mean, it was just like just a massive advert.
Did you have Captain Parking? Did you think about having Captain? I've seen it, so I know the answer. But did you think about having Captain Parking doing the rap?
Well, the reality is this: the captain parking costume would have cost more than our budget. When I talk in love, we spent 150 quid on the whole thing, and that went on coffees and donuts, which were used as props throughout the film. So this was very, and from the client's point of view, as well, I should explain, they were paying us on reward. So if there was an increase in the parking, which against the baseline from the previous year, we would get some money from that. If it didn't work, they didn't pay us anything. So that's why we were able to take that kind of risk. And for us, it got one off my bucket list, and it was just a piece of fun project from there as well. But one of the highlights of the career from that is not only the piece in the traditional media, but the Car Park Monthly magazine ran a feature about it as well.
You know it. Don't pretend you don't.
If there are any readers out there and so on, I'm sure you'll remember it. Issue 462 from 2012. So it's the kind of thing that would appear on Have I Got News for You?
In their guest
caption,
publication each week.
And something like that as well. So it was something where it was just like, it was a piece of fun, but actually here's the kicker of this.
It's a payoff.
The whole campaign was so successful that the client, bearing in mind we run a payment by results, had to buy us out of the agreement. So I just said, well, we'll give you a couple of £1,000 off.
Because it increased parking
because
that much.
Otherwise we'd have ended up, it would have been, I don't know what it was, but it would have been a lot of money that we would have done, and that would have been quite difficult for them to justify to British Land. Why have we paid this company £30,000 for making this music video? Because we took a punt.
Particularly this music video.
Particularly this music video, that's right. And but it was interesting, so it was just a strange idea, and to be honest, would I do that again? No, maybe not. But it worked, and it was a piece of fun that's on, and it's still on there. And if you look at the St Stephen's YouTube channel, they've got a lot of videos that they still put up there as well. The one that's far and away the most viewers is the Car Park Rap. It's got 36,000 views, and we only cheated on 20,000 of those. So 16,000 are real views.
And if you're watching this on YouTube or LinkedIn, then I don't know what else you'd watch it on. Maybe you've bought the Christmas DVD for Nana. But if you're watching this on YouTube or on LinkedIn, then we'll post a link to the video in the comments as well.
Yeah, and give us a comment and tell us how shockingly bad it is.
Or how brilliant it is.
If you've got very strange taste in music, perhaps, that would be it. And a shout out to John Allbones, who features in that video, and to Phil Wilson. And if either of you are watching this and getting upset going, we didn't know it was that bad, I'm sorry to break the news to you for this particular.
It is phenomenal. Please check it out.
It hasn't aged well, I think you'll agree, gentlemen. But thank you anyway. So yeah, so that's just been something. So we've covered in part 1 of the Stranger Things issue. We've had animal incidents.
Animal based.
If you haven't watched that one, please do go back. It's quite funny. The live studio audience actually were grossly unprofessional, just giggling in the background there while we're trying to hold it together as professional hosts here as well. And albeit less entertaining, the lesson I've taken there that I've told you about how we created the chat rap video is something that sometimes if you want to create something remarkable with limited resources, just go for it, take a chance. And it may fail, but you never know. You might just increase car parking occupancy over the summer, which is the ultimate marketer's dream.
There we go. Well, thanks very much, John, for that. That's been the Storyboard Show for this week. Thank you to our live studio audience. There they are.
They're getting better.
Yeah, they are getting better. I've been Iain Thompson. This has been John Gilbert. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.